Hi there, it's Bunny here from Pilates and Yoga with Bunny. I'm so glad you joined me. We're going to work on a little bit of how to sit for meditation and a very short meditation. And then we're going to look at journaling. So I'm going to be asking you some questions and I'd like you to grab your journal if you're used to journaling, and you already have one, or just grab a pen and paper. Yeah, and have that ready beside you. So the idea of journaling is that you get things out and you process things, you process thoughts, you ask yourself questions, or are prompted by questions that I ask you, and it can just help you to, like I say, evaluate things and just sort of clear your head. It can be very, very, very powerful. Lots of thoughts can come up, lots of emotions come up, and maybe things are in your mind that you wouldn't normally have thought of if you hadn't actually been writing it down. So it can be very, very, very useful. Okay, so let's begin. Now we're going to start at how to look at sitting for a meditation. This might be something you've never done before. It's quite nice to do journaling, sitting on the floor, but obviously you can sit wherever you want to. Now, for meditation, you just need to think about being in a comfortable position. It doesn't have to be anything that is cross-legged. So always you want your knees to be lower than your hips, so that it's not going to start to create tension around your hips. If you're sitting in a rounded back posture, if your knees are elevated, you're going to start to get pain through your ankles and through stiffness in your lower back. And so we want to try and make sure that we are actually really trying to find that comfortable position. So I always use a little meditation pillow or a half moon pillow. I can just show you what it looks like. Yeah, so I use these little ones because I find these are really comfortable. Or you can just sit up on a block, or folded up blanket or towel or anything like that. But you want to maintain that you can sit in a comfortable position, however that is for you. So our pelvis is going to be nice and square, and we want the natural S shape of our spine. So we have natural curves in our spine. We have one at our neck and another one down into our low back. So we want to make sure that we are nice and tall, as the crown of head is lifting right up to the sky, yeah, without shrugging the shoulders, and just making sure that those legs are in a good a good position for your stable base. This is my notepad. Okay, so hands, we can have the hands however we feel, either palms down to the lap or hand in hand, but just avoid sort of rounding the shoulders. Okay, and your eye gaze, it can be eyes closed, or I personally like to generally have my eyes open but have a soft gaze. So I'm sort of looking down to the floor in front of me, but without letting my head collapse. Okay, so it's more about letting my eyes move down and crown of head stay up. So have a little play around with the position for your meditation. Make sure there's no discomfort, and just gently either keep those eyes closed or open and find that soft gaze. And arrive in your seat. Arrive in your seat. Inhaling, creating space, and exhaling. So good long breaths there. Sending that inhale all the way down to your belly. and exhaling out. Just turning the edges of your lips up slightly can really change your mood and change how you're feeling about your breath, about your body. Softening your jaw, softening your shoulders. And if your eyes are open or closed and you feel like you want to change that, just change that now. Sending that inhale all the way down to the belly, into the ribs, into the chest, and exhaling, chest, ribs, and belly. Relax your shoulders. Relax your hands on your thighs or palm in palm. Just noticing anything that comes up. Maybe you have tension in your neck, or you're feeling not quite comfortable in your position. We're aiming to be able to clear our mind and let those thoughts come and go with ease. Just accepting anything that comes in, accepting where we are at this moment. And then maybe you begin to notice your surroundings. As you begin to move your fingers. And if your eyes are closed, opening those eyes so we can begin our journaling. Hopefully you're in a relatively quiet place where you can have some peace and think. So I'm going to ask you a series of questions. Just have maybe a couple of minutes on each one. And I want you to write down your answer, almost the first things that come into your head. You have to really process it. Nobody's going to read it. This is just for you. So your first question is, we're going to look at the thoughts about yourself. And your first question is, do you like who you've become? And I'm going to write this with you. Okay, I'm not sharing what I've written, but I will write with you. So do you like what you have become? If it helps you to write the question down, to give you, some time to think about it. Can be any words that pop into your head: kindness, thoughtful, or it can be sentences or anything that pops into your head. Now, see if you can make your answers positive. So you're focusing on the things that you do like. Yeah, you do like the fact that you're kind, and you do like the fact that you can forgive, and you do like the fact that you're always on time, or think about your good things and anything that you might feel like you want to change. So writing it down can help you get those things in place. And you can always pause the video here if you're not quite finished answering that question. So our next question is, what do you bring to the world? Are you a great social host? Or are you fantastic at some sort of sporting activity? Are you a really good mum? Are you, are you really good at your job? Are you a pillar of the community? So what do you bring to the world? Okay, our next question. What's your favorite thing about yourself? What is your favorite thing about yourself? Is it a physical thing? Do you love the color of your eyes, or you like your hair? Or is it the fact that you are fantastic at sewing, or or you love the fact that you're into sport, or can be anything. You have a nice clean house, or if none of those things apply, what is your favorite thing? Are you quirky with your fashion? Are you unique? So our next question, question number 4, is which 3 words describe you best? Which 3 words describe you best? How would your friends describe you? How would your family describe you? What 3 positive words can you think about yourself? And if you're not quite there yet, just pause the video and take as long as you want. Take as long as you want. Question number 5. What do you need to forgive yourself for? Is it something you did that wasn't okay, that has now passed, happened recently, a long time ago? What do you need to forgive yourself for? Could be one thing, could be a couple of things. And I think out of all the questions, that's probably one of the more challenging questions I've got for you today. So again, pause if you need to. And our last question, so question number 6, what adventure would completely excite you right now? So what adventure would completely excite you right now? Can be a big adventure, can be something really small. Can be anything, a shopping trip or a trip to a theme park or a big holiday, but what adventure would completely excite you? So I've asked you 6 questions, and answering them to the best of your ability, I hope that has helped to understand a little bit more about what journaling is and spending some time doing that together. So really bringing up anything positive that you can feel, and also depending on the type of questions that you ask yourself will depend on the answers. A very good habit to get into. You can have a little notebook by the side of your bed, maybe even if you just choose to write 3 positive things that's happened in your day, or if you choose to do a little bit of journaling in the morning, maybe you're going to write 3 things that you're going to try and do that day. It could be anything, drink more water, give somebody a compliment, say hello to somebody that you don't know, or just really small acts of kindness and things that are going to help to make you feel better and also get rid of things that are not helping you at that time. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed that, and I shall see you again in another video soon. Thank you. I'm Bunny from Pilates and Yoga with Bunny, and namaste.